Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Eunickah for those of you who do not know me. This whole channel is basically about life, travel, all of the above, basically. And books, clearly. I read. So I actually thought in today's video, let me do a little May favorites, Let's do a little everything that I have consumed in the month of May. I might make this a monthly thing where I talk about the things that I have consumed in that month, the things that I have loved to do, to watch, to everything. Yeah, so this is basically my May favorites, and I think we are going to start with the shows. So in the month of May, I don't know why, but I've been in a little bit of a romance kick. I have been watching so much romance, and I don't know if it is because of life or if it is because off campus has been trending non-stop, or if I just need something that is not high stakes, because I feel quite stressed in my life because of the job that I do. And so when I want to watch things, I watch things that are very predictable, things that I don't have to think about too much. So clearly romance is very predictable, and I think that's probably why everything that I've been watching this month is romance. I don't know why. I genuinely do not understand why. I'm more of an adventure girly. I love a little bit of an adventure. I love a little bit of superhero movie action. But yeah, the month of May has clearly been the month of romance for all of the shows, or for myself and for the shows that I've been watching. And funny enough, a lot of the stuff that I've been watching is anime. So, okay, let's get into it. Let's just start with the big one. The biggest show that has been trending on all forms of social media is Off Campus. So I actually did read the book. I read the first book when I don't know, I feel like romance got me into reading, but it didn't catch my attention. But I still read a little bit of romance here and there. So I obviously read the book. And when I saw the show, I was like, oh, this is very interesting. Let me just see how close the show adaptation is to the book. I will not lie to you, I actually really enjoyed watching the show. It was really fun. The only thing that I will warn you guys about is, I don't know, but there's a lot of nudity in okay, I won't say a lot, there's not a lot, but there is nudity in the show. And I think there's a little scene in the show where the genitals were showing, and I was like, oh, jump scare. I don't know if that was necessary. However, I enjoyed the show. The show was a fun watch. It was really cutesy, really girly, really enjoyable, very predictable. I really enjoyed watching the show. Also, the show gave me some new bangers to listen to, and I love it when a movie or a show gives you some new music to listen to. So I will say Off Campus was definitely one of my favorite shows that I watched in the month of May, simply because it was just a fun watch. I enjoyed watching the show. The only thing that I didn't enjoy was the person who dressed the main character. Like, we need to talk about that. However, overall, that was my only big issue, but it was really a good show to watch. My next show is The Ramparts of Ice. So that is an anime. It is basically a high school anime. It's very slow, very calm, very chilled. I enjoy watching it simply because I don't have to do or to think too much. I just watch it and enjoy it. The episodes are like 25 minutes long, so they're not long. It's not like I have to commit an hour to watching a show. So I enjoyed that quite a bit. It was really nice. It's a really nice watch. It's super chilled. You don't have to think too much. My next show that I have consumed in the month of May is called Go For It Nakamura-kun. I think I said that right. And basically, again, this is like a little high school romance anime. It is actually a BL, so boys love, so a gay anime. It's a fun watch. It's just a fun watch. You watch it and you're just like, oh, this is so cute. Oh wow, this is so cute. The main character overthinks everything that he does. He's so socially awkward. He has a little bit of anxiety. He doesn't know how to speak to the main character, the character that he likes in the show, and you're just basically watching him navigate that. And he's trying to use manga as almost like a reference of the things that he should be doing to gain attention from his crush. However, we all know like manga is not real. So in his head, he's like building this thing up. However, when it's time for him to actually do the thing, he freezes up. He's so shy. He gets so shy. He has so much social anxiety. He basically does not know how to speak to the main character, and it's a fun watch. Okay, the next watch is called Marriage Toxin. It is also an anime. I don't know what has been going on this month, but I've been watching a lot of anime. I haven't been finding a lot of good shows to watch, so if you guys have some shows for me to watch, please comment the show in the comments below and give me some ideas for what maybe my June favorites could be. Okay, so Marriage Toxin is basically also a romance anime, but in this romance anime, he is like a master of poisons and he needs to continue his legacy. However, the only way he continues his legacy is to find a wife and obviously have kids so that the job of the poison master can be passed down from generation to generation to generation, and that's basically the premise of the show. However, he needs to find this wife, and in the first episode he ends up saving this one character, and this character is basically the character that's going to help him try and get rid of the social anxiety, get rid of or build some confidence so that he can eventually go and speak to a woman and meet someone that he wants to eventually marry. However, plot twist with the character, there's a plot twist with the character that is going to help him find a partner, and I don't want to tell you guys what the plot twist is, but you find out what the plot twist is in episode 1. So immediately in episode 1 you're like, oh wait, hold up, I did not see this coming. And it's a really fun watch. Like, the main characters are fun. You see how weird, he's so weird with his poisons, the way he handles his poisons. He's also hired to kill people, or he's hired by rich people to assassinate those people. So it's a very fun watch. And then the last show that I've watched in May that was also a fun watch is called You and I Are Polar Opposites. And basically, You and I Are Polar Opposites is also, I don't know what's going on, but it's also a high school romance, but it's like a comedy. It's a comedy romance. It's very realistic. I wouldn't say very realistic, but it is realistic. It's not like the characters go through this journey before they fall in love. It's basically a girl and a boy, and the girl, they both kind of have crushes on each other, and in the first episode they announce that they like each other, but obviously it's high school kids, so it's like this overwhelming feat of emotions that they are trying to overcome. And in the first episode they're basically like, oh, I like you, oh, I like you, let's date. And then they date, and then the rest of the season is basically them navigating their relationship, and it's just fun. The girl's voice is like a little bit annoying because she's constantly shouting, constantly screaming, but she's quirky, and the guy's like very quiet, reserved, but I think that's how most things usually are. It's just a fun watch. It's fun watching them try and navigate their relationship. It's very real. When, let's say, when there's an issue, then they talk about it. It's just a fun little watch. Nothing too serious, nothing too hectic. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I love listening to music. I don't think, which is actually insane, I don't think I can go a day without listening to music. I am obsessed with music. I don't know, I like music that makes me feel really deeply. I like music that makes me feel. I want to like feel the music in my bones, you know? And so these are some of the songs that have been on repeat. I think they are like old songs. I'm not old as in like the 80s, but older songs, not new releases. But these are some of the songs that I've been listening to nonstop throughout the whole month of May. The first song is Know That You Are Loved by Cleo Soul. I just am obsessed. And I think I've been trying to do this thing where I listen to slow, calmer music as a way to kind of calm my nervous system down. I mentioned at the beginning of this video that I'm consistently stressed. I'm always stressed. And it is simply because I work a very high stress job. I have a very high stress job. I have to find ways to try and balance that out. So I can't have high stress at work and a lot of high stress at home, because that's just gonna F me up basically. So what I like to do is I just like to listen to music that makes me feel calm. So in the mornings when I wake up, I'll listen to a jazz playlist, and that allows me to just move slower. My movements are slower. I make the bed slower. I shower slower. I do my hair slower. I'm more intentional about things. I'm not like rushing to get things done. And that's why I listen to jazz in the mornings. Second song is, I think everyone across the world has been listening to this, and it is Minutes by Olivia Dean. I just love how old school the song feels when the intro to the song starts. It just, I don't know, you it's one of those songs where you'll be doing something, and then the intro starts and you stop and you're just like, oh my word, this is such a beautiful song. And you just sit and you listen to it. And I am obsessed with A Couple Minutes by Olivia Dean. Next song. So it's actually funny. I feel like the first two songs were like very calm, very chilled, and then I went like whoop on the other direction. And the next song that I have been listening to nonstop is Promise by, I think it's pronounced Dame with a star or an asterisk at the end. That song, I listen to it and I'm like, yeah, this is a vibe. This is a vibe. I'm enjoying this. It's not like too fast paced, so it's not like house music, but it's a vibe, you know? I just love that I can listen to it and I can be like, yeah, I enjoy this. So that's one of the songs that I've also been listening to nonstop. And then finally, the last song that I've been listening to is Better With Time by June Toba. I think this song, I actually don't know if the artist June Toba is a man and a woman. I just love their music, or June Toba's music. It is so good. Her voice is so nice. And when I heard Better With Time, like it's one of those songs where you're driving and your hand is like on the steering wheel and you're like leaning back and you're just like, oh yeah, this is Better With Time, you know? And those were my repeat listens in the month of May, and I am genuinely so obsessed with those songs. They just make me happy, and I love music that makes me happy. I feel like that these songs have, like, I listen to them and I can genuinely just sit and listen and smile and listen to them, and I think that's why this month I've been listening to that music. Let me know if you want some more song recommendations. I feel like I listen to some mainstream music, but I also listen to some music that not a lot of people know about, or maybe it's just me. Okay, the next category in this, I'm a very simple girl, so I actually do not change up my routine, my beauty routine, my makeup routine a lot. I also don't change up my hair routine because guys, hair products are expensive. So when I find something that works, I usually stick to it and it stays like that for months. So if I change something, it's a shock. But for the month of May though, I want to upgrade my makeup routine. but not by a lot, because I like what I do. I like my foundation, and I like my makeup feeling light. I don't like heavy feeling makeup. Like I said, I'm a very simple girl and I only have 3 products. So the first product is, I went to Dis-Chem and I bought a pack of 4 like beauty blenders. They were very inexpensive and I really like these. They are soft, they are nice, and let me just show you the size difference between when they are dry and when you wet them. So this is, I'm gonna show you my used blender, but this is the size difference. I don't know if you can see that, but I feel like the one that I used is big and it's so like plush, feels very nice. I really like having this and it blends really nice. I don't have any issues. I love it. And I also like the fact that it's inexpensive. I don't have to pay an arm and a leg for makeup sponge, and I'm not gonna pay an arm and a leg for makeup sponge. I'm very sorry, not gonna happen. If somebody wants to gift me an expensive makeup sponge, then I will gladly accept it. But I genuinely think, I don't think it's worth spending so much money on a like expensive sponge, especially if you don't wear makeup often, and I don't wear makeup often, so I'm obviously not gonna splurge on a sponge. The next thing is bronzer. I don't know, I like the Essence blush. I like the creaminess of it. So when I saw a bronzer, I was like, ooh, this is very interesting. And I like the creams. I just like the way they blend. They blend so nicely and they're soft. The bronzer that I have, so I have a bronzer from Catrice. It smells like perfume, so it doesn't smell nice. And obviously, if it smells so heavily like perfume, you don't want to be putting that on your face. So I've had that for a while and I've just been using it because I'm like, I'm not going to spend money on another bronzer until this one is finished, even though I don't like it that much. However, I saw this one from Essence. It's called Baby Got Bronze. It's a little cream bronzer. I don't know if you can see, that's what it looks like. Baby Got Bronze. And like I said, it's a little cream. This is what it looks like. It looks so good and I really like it. I haven't found issues. It blends really nicely. I like the color. It applies very nicely. I'm a bronzy girl and I like it. My final product that I've actually surprisingly been enjoying for makeup is the NYX Fat Oil. So it's a shiny lip balm and it's the Slick Click one. So this one is, you kind of like click it to get it up. I have the shade brown because I am a brown girl. I like a brown lip. I don't like a pink lip. I don't think it would look good on me. So this is basically the little stick that I use from NYX. It's really nice. I actually am wearing it right now. Super simple, nothing too hectic. But like I said, I love simple makeup, and if you are a lover of simple, inexpensive makeup, I would definitely recommend the NYX Fat Oil. And guys, Essence has really nice things. I love their products. They have really nice things and they're very inexpensive. And I would definitely recommend their bronzer, and I would also recommend their blush. They have like such nice blush. I don't know if they have a lot of shades, but I have a lighter pink and I did see like a more deeper red in Dis-Chem. Just letting you guys know, do not sleep on Essence. Do not sleep on NYX. They actually have really good products. Because I am a reader, I actually have a book that I've enjoyed this month. It is a book that has been popular for a while. I just decided to pick it up this month. I've had it on my bookshelf for a while. It was just sitting there and I didn't want to buy books. So I looked at the unread books on my bookshelf and I was like, oh, girl, you are reading this. So what I did was I picked up Diabound. So this was such a fun read. I loved how high stakes it felt. I loved the challenges. I loved the mystery, like you didn't know what was going on with the main character and you're kind of like figuring it out along with her. It was such a fun read. It was easy to read as well because the way the authors wrote this book, they just wrote it in such an easy way to read. I loved that. I loved the characters. I loved the human and the non-human characters. It was so fun. This was definitely one of my favorites for May. I am currently reading the second one. I will say it's not as good as the first, but it's not too bad. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a very quick, chilled video. Those were my May favorites for the month. I hope you guys liked my favorites. I also hope you guys from this video figured out or found something that you're maybe interested in or found a new song that you like. If I don't care about anything else, if you found a song that you like, please comment down below which song it was. That would be so cool. I'd like to see what type of songs you guys listen to, and if you guys have music to recommend to me, also please put that down in the comment box below. I would really appreciate that. I love finding new artists, new music, and you can recommend everything. Like you can recommend something from hip-hop to country to rock. I am keen, I am open to listen, so I am looking forward to recommendations if you guys are keen to send me some recommendations. Anyway, that will be the end of the video. Those are my May favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and like and subscribe. I will really appreciate it if you do that, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye guys.